So I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 recently, and I have to admit the game is actually kind of fun. Not gonna lie. However, I was also seeing a lot of comments on Twitter about how... Sorry, not Twitter, X. It's now X now. Of everyone praising Baldur's Gate because it's, well, according to the gaming journals, a horny game. However, they love it. And I remember watching some videos from V, and he basically was saying if this were anime, then there would be a outcry for it, which I have to agree with. So then I posted on Twitter that I would like to see a actual anime version of Baldur's Gate being made. And my god, the comments I got were, well, interesting to say the least, I'll say that much. And some people were agreeing with me, some people were disagreeing with me, but overall it seems like a lot of people on Twitter seem to be on the side of Baldur's Gate itself. So with that being said, it seems more along the lines of they like the Western art style more so than the anime Eastern art style, I guess you could say. Personally, I like anime. I really do. I enjoy a lot of the different animes. I'm currently watching Mushoku Tensei. I'm probably still butchering that, so Jobless Reincarnation. It is one of my favorite series of the season so far. I'm also watching Zom 100, but, you know, that's, to me, is basically the best way of describing that. Road trip with zombies and friends. It's really fun. And it also shows that, yeah, I pretty much was a zombie before actually doing what I do now, which is, well, I mainly draw. I'm trying to do this video thing, but, you know, it's probably not gonna pop off that quickly, or easily. If I'm lucky, it might, but still. And back to what I was trying to say about Baldur's Gate is, it's a fun game. There is a lot of fun elements in it. I personally do enjoy D&D, so this type of game is just for me. I personally still like the blocky, turn-based strategy games more so than this real-time thing, but it's still good for what it is. There's some errors here and there, like sometimes some textures decide not to pop up, and sometimes people appear with their arms missing. That happened to me. Man, I really wish I recorded that. I would have shown, it would make my argument so much better if I did. But it is what it is. And I enjoy the characters, I enjoy the mechanics, I enjoy the story, which is basically you are infected with a mind flare virus that should slowly start turning you into a mind leech? Mind flare. There it is, mind flare. Sorry, I had to remember the terminology. When I play D&D, I tend to play homebrew, so I don't really play too many of the actual enemies and stuff that are actually in D&D. Anyways, this video is basically me saying, yeah, I would like to see an anime-style version of Baldur's Gate. And recently, I actually came across a tweet that stated, well, you should probably make the game similar to that of, I believe it was called Sword World, which is a Japanese tabletop role-playing game. And I looked into it, and yeah, this is actually an interesting concept. I'm pretty sure Goblin Slayer was based on that more so than D&D, because there was a lot of dice in it, but most of the dice were D6s and not really D20s and stuff like that. According to what I read, Sword World, the tabletop for Sword World, they basically used 2 D6s because Japan doesn't actually have D20s and D8 and stuff, it sounds like. Now, it's an interesting concept. I would really like to try it out. A lot of the races and everything seem interesting. The classes seem interesting too. So, who knows? I might find something and try it out with some of my friends, see how it is. That would be great, not gonna lie. If I could figure out how to make that, since I have some knowledge for making video games, I could try starting a GoFundMe and actually make a video game version of Sword World, based on Sword World, instead of based on D&D. It would both show more support for this version of its tabletop RPG, and it would show for my love for anime. Of course, that's probably going to be long down the road because I do not have the funds, nor do I have the support or help to actually make something like that. I should make it now because it's best to make it now instead of waiting, but when you have no money, you kind of have to do what you gotta do, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't become a pipe dream. Maybe, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Anyways, in the meantime, I'll keep playing Baldur's Gate, keep seeing the perversion of this game. My god, I didn't expect there to actually be a nudity thing. I was half thinking, because of all the nudity I saw in it, maybe, just maybe, we'll see more adult content. Which you do. It concerns me with some of the stuff, but it is what it is. I mean, recently I just got a tiefling ally, barbarian ally. She's pretty cool. Had her heart replaced with a machine, or I guess an infernal engine's what she calls it. If you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's not really much of a spoiler. She tells you the second you meet her, essentially. But yeah, the game is fun. I'm hoping that there actually could be a Sword World version of it. However, I'm pretty sure at least most Western developers are kind of crazy is probably the nicest way of saying it. So I can't really depend on them to make this. But if you don't have really much support, more and all that, you need money to actually ask to get people to help you make it. And because I don't have the money or the influence or the connections, I'm kind of SOL at the time. For the time, I can try to build up some more income and more money and try to get sometime in the near future, hopefully. But for now, we can just have to wait and deal with Baldur's Gate 3. A fun game, interesting characters, interesting world, fun gameplay. The developers seem to actually care for the players, which is a surprise in today's age, to be honest. When it comes to most Western video games, I will applaud them. I personally still wish there was a better character customization option and you being able to make more characters, but what we have is still fun. So yeah, and if you're like me and you like the anime style, you would like to see an anime version of Baldur's Gate 3, well, based on Sword World more so, if you would like to see that, why not, discuss it with me in the comments down below, or, talk to me, or support me. If I can get the funds, I can make it. If not, someone else will make it. I don't want to depend on others to make it, but if it happens, it happens. So why not? Try new tabletop RPGs, that sounds like fun. Trying new games that are more aligned to my taste would be fun. There's a lot of anime games out there, but even I know most of them are kind of cringy, at least to me. The ones I enjoy tend to be fighting games. I enjoy BlazBlue, Guilty Gear. Strive is it's not too bad, but still meh. Mortal Kombat 1 seems like it's gonna be fun, but my god, I'm not really enjoying that price tag or what they've done with some of the characters. The character designs, it's too realistic. I just can't deal with that uncanny valley feeling. But that doesn't subtract from the fact that the game itself might be fun. Who knows? If it's like Baldur's Gate 3, it might be fun. Only time will tell. Come on, NetherRealm, please give me a female version of Baraka that's not Melina. Please. I would actually like to see a female Tarkatan. Anyways, like if you like, dislike if you dislike, share if you want, comment if you would like so you could talk to me. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.